Dude, he cooked, I would probably say, one of the best things we've seen from Marvel in a really long time.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Definitely.
can't really name any animated or even live action project that tops X-Men 97 in the
can't
last,
name
I don't even know how many
10
years.
years.
You know what I mean?
X-Men 97 finally came out with the season 2, and man, oh man, I've been waiting a long time for this, dude.
Me
And
too.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why it felt so long between season 1 and season 2. I know it's only been like a
Bro.
couple, like 2 years or something like that. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But dude, it feels like it's been forever.
I was gonna say it feels like it's been years, bro. You know what I mean? Definitely longer than 2, but man, let's just get right into it. I am really happy, and I was excited already before this even dropped to see what they were gonna do because shout out to the creator. You know, there was a lot of like controversy and things that happened with him, but dude, he cooked, I would probably say, one of the best things we've seen from Marvel in a really long time.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Definitely.
can't really name any animated or even live action project that tops X-Men 97 in the
can't
last, I don't even know how many
10
years.
years.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I just want to get into some specifics that I just love that they're doing with this. First off, bro, the Apocalypse designs of them just being in the different timelines is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I just want to get into that right now. Like, Wolverine has this is one of my favorite Wolverine designs I've seen from comics, anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like Savage Wolverine in this.
Yeah, he
You know
looks
what
sick,
I mean?
and I love the bone claws that he has because it's like
Yes.
he is actually stronger
Yeah.
with the bone claws than he is with the
Adamantium.
the adamantium claws, and I just love how like he's like they're like breaking off of him, and like you could actually see like it actually hurts him for real,
Yeah,
like when
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like attacking the cyber hounds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think his design is so cool. And like one thing that the show gets really well for me is the designs for all the characters. Like I think
Yes.
every character in this show looks dope as hell.
I was going to
bro.
say, yes.
Like there's not one design from the show that I think looks bad, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm just glazing, but like, dude, like everything looks so good in this show to me. And bro, I mean, let's just talk about it, bro. The animation for the show is still top tier, thank God.
Ooh, boy.
You know what I mean? It makes me look at other shows and sigh a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name it. Yeah.
Oof.
But
I'm already knowing.
dude, it's so crispy in this
It's
show.
so crispy, dude. Like it almost hurts your eyes.
I
sometimes
swear
how crispy it is.
How
like,
good it looks.
oh my god, no, I'm not even kidding. Like even just kind of dipping back a little bit into the designs, and it goes into the animation, bro. Storm's design. In
Oh
this,
my God.
I was damn near in love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I fell in love with Storm again.
Yeah.
Like they do it in everything almost. I think there's not a Storm design that I didn't like. I don't like the Mohawk one, but dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. All of Storm's designs, damn near.
No matter what she's in.
No matter where
They
she's
cook.
at, they're always cooking.
It's almost like if you have a bad Storm design, it's like you did it on purpose.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say,
there's no way to get Storm's design wrong, and in here, bro, they like it looks so good, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to go like in the future episodes see like what different costumes they decide to give her. If they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna, I wonder if they're gonna give her like that classic white costume that she has in the original X-Men cartoons from
Oh,
back in
yeah,
the day
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I mean, we'll see, bro. But like, yeah, dude, I just love that. Like, this show has like such a dope feeling to it. Like, it really feels separate from everything else that Marvel's doing at the moment.
Oh, man.
And I don't know, it kind of makes me upset that I feel like Marvel does things where it's like they want certain things to do good. And then when the things that they don't think are going to do good, like really hit,
Yeah.
they don't really show enough love. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen a lot of X-Men 97 like promotions.
Me neither.
At all. Like, bro, like recently I went to Disneyland, not a single X-Men 97 thing at Disneyland at all. And I'm like, bro,
Interesting. Yeah, you'll see other
I
things
seen
like
one-
Mandalorian and Grogu.
yeah,
and
all that
these
stuff.
other
I seen
yeah.
one pin for Wolverine from and
Crazy.
had the X-Men 97 design.
Crazy.
But other than that, not a single thing at all. Not a poster or anything showing that the show's out or anything like that. I haven't seen a trailer like for like a YouTube ad
Yep.
or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, when Mandalorian and Grogu or Wonder Man came out, it's like every YouTube video I clicked on, there's a trailer for one of these shows or movies that are coming out. So it's like, it's very interesting. And I think it has to do with a little bit of the controversy that, you know, happened with the original creator of the show from season 1. I think it kind of has to do with that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know why they do stuff like that. Cause like, bro, this show is probably, like we said, is one of the best things that I've seen from Marvel in a fat minute.
Yeah, no, bro. I mean, there is no questioning if this is the best thing. Everybody in the comments are gonna say the same thing. I have not seen something that has made people excited as much, and I also think it plays into one thing that we've mentioned in a past video where we were saying we think that streaming services messed up all of what is going on with
Definitely.
television. And I think X-Men 97 is one of the few projects that have done it right in a while, where they did it episode by episode, you know what I mean, where it's weekly. And I think that kind of kept us last season on the edge of our seat when we saw, you know, what was after Gambit's death and what was going to happen with the rest of the X-Men, like Magneto and all these other characters, you know. But I just really want to get into this season specifically. So spoilers alert. Spoilers, by the way. We're going to get into it.
We're only 3 episodes in, though.
Yeah, it's only 3 episodes. But, dude, so far, I'm really satisfied with what I'm seeing. I love a lot of the Apocalypse storyline, seeing him young. The future Apocalypse, where he's like, doesn't even have a body, is really interesting. And it's like he wants to take over Nathan Summers' body.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah, it's really cool. I wonder what they're going to do with the storyline going forward for this season in particular, because, I mean, there's so much stuff they could dive into, bro. You know what I mean? I wonder who's going to be, like, because I don't think Apocalypse is going to be the
main villain.
The main villain. I think there's going to be someone else who they haven't introduced yet that I think is going to be, like, even worse than Apocalypse, or kind of like
on par.
Yeah, on par with them or something. You know what I mean? I'm really curious to see what they're going to do in the future with, like, future characters. And I just love the amount of X-Men that they're giving us in this show, because I think a lot of times with, like, the X-Men movies and stuff like that, they don't really show enough love to, like, other mutants from the X-Men comics. But bro, this show,
they go into some of the most obscure people that you haven't seen since the 70s type of stuff. You know what I mean? Because, bro, let's be honest, when was the last time you seen Polaris in anything?
Yeah,
that one, I was like, whoa.
Havoc, a strong guy, dude, multiple man, dude. Wolfsbane. I'm like, whoa,
Wolfsbane.
I'm like, yo, like, there's a lot of cool characters in the show that I'm like, bro, I did not expect to see a lot of these characters. Even like the mutants that X Factor is, you know, keeping in cages and stuff. Like, you got characters like that one guy Glob, who is he's like this see-through character. They're going really all out with a lot of the characters that they're showing. And
even last season when we went to Genosha and they showed all
these other characters,
you know what I'm saying?
And even in this one, like, you know, there's Pixie and that one little girl, I don't remember her name, but she's the one with, like, the little pigtails and stuff. Yeah. I just know her because there's that one comic where Alex Ross drew Angel and he's carrying her like out of, like, a bunch of, like, crowds that are, like, yelling at them and stuff like that, which I think they should have done that in that scene when they were breaking them out. They should have had Archangel come and, like, swoop her up, which would have been cool. But yeah, I just love the fact that they're, like, bro, they're throwing every mutant that they possibly can at the screen, bro. And I think it's we're only 3 episodes in, and they're already showing a bunch of stuff so far. You know what I mean? It's really refreshing just to see them actually show a lot of the characters that don't really get enough love from the X-Men universe. I feel like, you know, obviously, like, Wolverine, Cyclops, like the original core X-Men group it's really fun to follow, but there's so many characters with the X-Men comics and, like, a lot of mutants that, you know, they don't really get a lot of the limelight, I guess you could say. And it's cool that they're actually showing a lot of them in this series.
No, 100%. I mean, bro, even when we saw, like, Atomic Samurai and all these other characters in season 1, it was interesting. And they showed Spider-Man. It was like, yo, like, that's one thing I really like is X-Men 97 really feels ripped straight from the 90s and brought into the modern age. And, you know, you see the way that they're connecting a lot of the older shows, how they, you know, like I said, they showed Spider-Man and they show how widespread the world is. And even when we see the X-Men interact with the Avengers, it's very interesting to see, you know what I mean? Because this is the old 90s version, and you kind of see when Rogue was talking to Captain America in, you know, the first season and all these other things. So I think we're definitely going to get a lot more fun, cool moments like that where we get to see the X-Men interact with all these other fun characters, like you said, you know what I mean? That I think would be, bro, it's going to be amazing just to be able to see some of the other people we could play around with. Like, you know, they showed Iron Man a little bit in the first season where he was sitting at that table with all those people. But we didn't get to see him really do anything in action, you know? So I wonder if they're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. And I know they probably won't because it's obviously, you know, about the X-Men. But I'm just excited to see a lot more of those type of characters too.
Yeah, or even, like, I think a good way to do that, if they don't want to actually just show those characters, bro, they can use Morph. Like, they already showed Morph as Hulk. They showed him use Thor
he just used
in
Thor.
this newest episodes. And they show him use a lot of characters who aren't mutants. And they showed him, you know, that he used Mr. Fantastic before in the last season and stuff. And it's like, them using Morph to kind of get that out of their system, like, okay, we should throw like a cool cameo character. Because I think even in the trailer they showed him turning into Deadpool at one point.
Really?
Yeah, in the trailer for X-Men 97 season 2, one of the trailers, I swear I might be tripping. I don't know if I'm tripping. They show him turning into Deadpool in one of the trailers. So that's a cool way of like, we don't want to put Deadpool in the show because he's such a force. Like he's such a main guy. It's like having Morph just turn into him for a couple of seconds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's really cool.
No, that's definitely a smart way to show a lot of the characters and where they don't have to bring them in too long. Because you're right, like Deadpool, he's a little bit of a trickier one to use in a television series, let alone one that's not TV 14 or whatever, and whatever it is. Because I don't know if it is actually.
I don't know. I mean, they show blood and
they
stuff.
Show blood.
So
I was gonna say,
I think it's at least TV 14 at least.
I was gonna say because Apocalypse cut that guy's head off, which was crazy to see, and the blood splattered on somebody's face. I think it was Magneto. That was a little bit interesting and super dark to see.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to get into a little bit more specifics. Like I said, I kind of liked that idea as well. I thought that was super interesting of a concept of seeing Magneto almost try to nurture Apocalypse's his godhood, and Magneto almost tries to point it somewhere else compared to being like, I just want to take over the world and be whatever. He's like, no, dude, maybe we can actually fulfill Charles's dream fully because now we have almost the god of mutants.
Yeah, the first mutant
ever. You know what I mean? So I liked that they were going down that road, and I wonder if they're still gonna try to make it where what's his name again? His actual name, I wanted to say Insa Banor, right? I wonder if they're gonna go a little bit deeper into that with Magneto because it already looks like Magneto kind of ruined the relationship by lying and that other guy being involved.
Yeah.
So I just want to see more of that, man. That was so interesting to me.
Yeah, I do. I like they're really cooking with this series, and I like even the thing of putting them in different times. Like we have this team in the past, we have this team in the future, or we have the team in the present.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see them all dealing with pretty much the same guy
throughout
all of time and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's
I
so
think
interesting.
It's a really interesting thing to see them do, and I like how depending on what time they're in, they're wearing different clothes to fit the time. I think all that stuff is really sick, and like I said, bro, I'm just really excited to see what they're gonna do with the rest of the season because we're only 3 episodes in, and it's like I'm already like, oh my god, like the fight scenes already are just so crazy. Like when Jubilee's fighting the soldiers in the prison,
that was so
sick,
dope. I'm not gonna lie to you, seeing Jubilee get into it was just so cool. That was a dope, first showing for the season 2 of her character again, and even Sunspot, I don't want to get into something else, but I'm going to say it. Shout out to the creator who actually talked about this. Dude, Sunspot's design is better than Human Torch. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, like the black and the little fiery ember things on it. I think it looks
disagreement
sick.
with me if you want to, nigga.
It almost looks cosmic.
Dude, his design is way cooler than I think majority of the person that's covered completely in whatever material.
Yeah.
Sandman, Iceman, all of them. His is the best design I've seen.
Here's one thing though.
Go ahead.
His fit is terrible. Like his outfit that he's wearing, I don't like.
Okay.
But when he's using his powers, he looks sick as hell.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When he's just base form, chilling, the costume, it throws a lot of stuff off. I get what you mean. If he had a better suit, you would have been like, okay.
Yeah, he looks clean as hell.
Okay, I actually will agree with you on that.
That's just me though.
I just wanted to throw that out there just to say it. But yeah, dude, the fight scenes this season is so much. I would even say so far, we're only 3 episodes. Like we said, it's already looking a little bit better to me. Even Wolverine, when he first pops up and starts with the bone claws and going crazy, you know what I mean? Bro, that was so dope.
That was
and
so sick.
Seeing Storm use the sun.
That was crazy.
Bro, Storm gets one of these every season.
I swear.
Bro, this one, I think, tops last season for me personally because, bro, I genuinely got chills on that scene. Where she's
dude.
it's almost like she's casting a spell.
Yeah,
when she's doing this,
because the way she talks about it,
she's like, I cast the sun and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And she's talking about man, bro, it's just such a good scene. Seeing
she's a real
her
goddess.
Do her thing. She literally is.
She's a real goddess for us, and that's what I love about X-Men '97, especially season 1. They did it so well, and I think season 2 they're already showing they let everyone have their moment to shine and go crazy. Like we've seen in this one, Nathan Summers when he's younger, he gets the
cybernetic arm,
and he gets this machine gun or this rocket thing, and he connects it to himself. And then you see his eyes light up, Loki, and he starts shooting. And also that's the guy from Obsession too, by the way. The young Nathan.
Yeah, shout out to
which is I think his name's Michael. I don't remember his last name, but and I think it's just so cool how even Cable's character, how deep they're going into. It's he's this soft, kind of guy who was like not sure of himself, and then like it cuts to him in the future, and he's
And
like
he's
this
so
badass.
yeah, it's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
That's
I like that.
so dope. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I like I said, bro, like this show just does well at balancing characters well, where it's like there's not one main character. It's like
Yeah.
the show is about the X-Men, and
See,
it's about everybody.
I was gonna say a lot of projects make that mistake where they'll do a team movie about, like, I don't know, let's say Team Avatar or the Avengers or Justice League, whatever. And nowadays they'll go, okay, people like Captain America the most. Let's hecka highlight Captain America more than the rest of the team. And it's like, no. Yes, you can have a couple of highlight scenes for certain characters that might be favorites, sure, but it's about the team. And this project for X-Men 97, them doing this, bro, I really have hope, maybe, for the future of the X-Men, because I don't want to get into anything else, but allegedly we're seeing right now that people are saying Sadie Sink is possibly going to be playing Jean Grey in the new Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not too mad about it, because I'm like this might be the youngest Jean Grey will ever have on screen. And I think that would kind of be cool to see like a younger X-Men, and we kind of go into it. So I have a little bit of hope for the future of the X-Men joining the MCU because of X-Men 97.
Definitely.
Bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if they go this route, like how the way X-Men 97 is doing it, I think that's a really good way of doing it. And like you said, like if Sadie Sink is playing a young Jean Grey,
Yeah.
I hope that they go on some like X-Men Evolution where the entire team is all
It's
young.
That's what I'm saying. But they're almost Spider-Man's age.
Except for Wolverine.
That would be dope.
I think Wolverine should be that older guy who's kind of like their uncle or something like that. Where he's kind of like guiding them a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this. I don't want to cut you off, but do you like that better where Wolverine's almost more of a mentor to all of them versus he's like the, love interest with Jean Grey and the whole love triangle and yada yada? Or do you think it's like, Jean Grey eventually, which kind of makes Wolverine sound a little creepy, but Jean Grey eventually gets older. She kind of starts feeling Wolverine in her later years.
Yeah.
That's when that relationship kind of sparks.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with it, because it's like Wolverine, whoever he dates, it's
always gonna be
because he's so old, and like every girl that he gets with is like 100 years younger than him or whatever. So there's no escaping that. But me personally, I think I do like him being the mentor for the X-Men, for the mutants in the X-Men, school and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do also like when he's like the same age as them. They're all like kind of, or relatively. They look like they're all the same age or whatever. But I think we've seen that way too much of them all kind of being around the same age or whatever. I think it would be a nice, refreshing take, like the X-Men Evolution cartoon from back in the day, where he is like their older mentor, like he's like their uncle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be a really sick way to do the X-Men in the live action MCU. But X-Men 97, I think, is a step in the right direction for X-Men in the Marvel universe in general. Like the way that they're handling these characters and everything is so good. And I don't know if the original creator has anything
to do with season 2
at all, because his name is in the credits. They have him as an executive producer.
Yeah, what I heard is that they took his season 1 and 2, his ideas, and they're gonna finish off with this, and then everything else is not gonna have any part of him after this. So we'll see how this goes from there, I guess. So
yeah. So I mean, let us know what you guys think. If you guys watch X-Men 97 yet, if you guys haven't watched the show, go do yourself a favor. Go watch season 1. Go watch season 2. We're only 3 episodes in because it just came out, but we're definitely going to come back when the show's over to review the entire show in its entirety. So let us know down below what you guys think about the show, what you guys think about our opinions on the show. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.